Hello, this is Minder Chen. I'm Professor of Management Information System at Martin Viss Smith School of Business and Economics at CSU Channel Island. And in this lecture, we're going to continue to discuss CRM from more or less a more software perspective. And first of all, this kind of a very complicated and busy diagram to show you the complexity of customer relationship management first as activities that a company need to perform. Second, to show you a little bit of kind of workflow which you need to manage to make CRM work properly. And let's start it certainly from the customer. Okay, and CRM typically can be broken down into kind of three areas. You start with marketing, and then you try to conduct marketing campaign, and you try to analyze the marketplace to segment it and find your target market, and you try to measure your kind of some kind of a marketing indicator and performance indicator. And you return the lead that you may have generate to the sales department. So it's marketing, sales. Sales will try to sell stuff, product, service to customer. And then after you have done that, then that has to be followed up by customer support or customer service. So it's marketing, sales, and service. Okay, three areas in that sequence. Okay. On the sales side, you need to support your Salesforce. A lot of sales document generation, such as like a quotation and invoice and things like that. Planning who to visit, who you should call. Managing a lot of sales administrative function. There's a lot of actually preparation, planning, and documentation that's required in the sales department. Customer support will handle all the customers' service inquiry and service requests. Try to log it, track it. If it's a trouble ticket, you will track the ticket, sometimes escalate it if necessary to fix the problem as soon as possible. You would also conduct some kind of customer satisfaction survey. And you do allow customer to kind of communicate with you through multiple channels. If they do call, or sometimes even by email, that can be actually handled by the so-called call center. By the way, call center is not just for phone call. Sometimes they do handle email inquiry and or even the Facebook posting, and which call center can handle inbound call, which will be service area, and the outbound call will be marketing campaign, which is actually for marketing purpose. So there's an inbound and outbound in the call center operation. And you will collect all the data. In supporting CRM, you definitely need customer database, and then you need to track all the history of your contact and activity with your customer. You need to manage the workflow. For instance, if a request for service come in and you need to forward it maybe to the engineering department, to the maintenance department, even to the escalator to the engineering department, that's a workflow. And then all those data can be used to support the analysis of what's going on in terms of marketplace or customer services. And if you manage this set of processes properly, it will help you to retain customer, and you will also try to use the information to improve your quality of service and even try to optimize various CRM related processes. And because of complexity, certainly it will be very attractive if there's a package or software solution. Another view of CRM is this is kind of IBM's approach, kind of similar than the previous diagram, but we break CRM into three categories: collaborative CRM, operational CRM, and analytical CRM to support the collaboration interaction with customer. Customer may interact with so-called assisted contact. They may call our call center, visit our branch office, send email to us. Sales service is actually they would place order online and try to use our frequently asked question to solve their own problem. That's sales service. But you're still intact with them, even they use so-called sales services to follow up and to provide support. Also, the information may come through our trading partners through so-called B2B, business to business kind of interaction. And so they may use different media as different media channel to communicate with us. And this is the part that we kind of try to collaborate with the user by knowing more about them, so we can actually customize our interaction with the customer and to collaborate with them better. And by the way, this scenario, if you look closely, it's kind of a banking industry, financial industries scenario. So the detail, like here, cross business process here, it's not critical. Okay, it's very industry specific. But once you receive an order, or once you receive a request for loan, then you need to actually start processing the loan applications and do some credit checking. If they ask for a quotation for the rate, then you need to get back to them. So that's kind of more operational side, and you do need to have a lot of operational data, access to operational based information system in order to get your job done. And a lot of information from the interaction with the customer by processing customers' order request will be collected in operational database. But that data will be eventually, we call it extract, transform, and load into your corporate enterprise-wide database. The database will most likely be used to generate a set of various data marts, which are various subset of enterprise-wide data warehouse. And the data mart can help us to provide various kind of custom CRM analytics, analyze customer activity, try to segment the market, try to analyze our profitability based on various customer, region, etc., and help us to develop marketing campaign and assessing the performance of the campaign. And so the data in the data mart can also be used for various managerial reporting, generate reports, and conduct data analysis via data mining, query and reporting, or some kind of predictive modeling software. We can also actually, based on analysis, to create some operational data store. A good example here will be, for instance, Amazon can extract through collaborative filtering, maybe here based on your data in the data warehouse or data mart, and using maybe data mining technique, create a set of operational data, and based on that analysis, and put it into the operational CRM or even the collaborative CRM side, such that when someone contact you and want to, let's use Amazon example, want to purchase a book, you can customize your suggestion because you know them better, you know their purchasing history. When they pick a book they want to buy, you can also use the recommendation that has been generated by this analytical CRM, but the data would not be stored back to the data warehouse. The data can be is generated as an operational data store here, so it can be used to help you to personalize your interaction, to personalize the recommendation based on what the user have been showing interest to. So this three kind of component of CRM, collaborative, operational, and analytical, are kind of linked. Okay, there's kind of a cycle going this way and then eventually come back. Okay, so actually they are integral part of the so-called CRM system. Here, just quickly show you just some screen snapshot of an example of a CRM solution. In this case, it's called Sugar CRM, which is an open source CRM solution. And here we can kind of record customers' account information. Also, if you look at the tab control here, we got account, we got contact information, and there's opportunity, leads, activity associated with customer, maybe existing customer. There's a little bit of pipeline going on here, marketing or sales pipeline here, and an area to help us to a lot of sales related documentation. And for the same system, Sugar CRM, this is the one which you see a little bit of so-called analytical CRM, which is analysis of where maybe some of the lead may come from, or the opportunity by lead based on the source where all the leads came from. And then this is a little bit of workflow, and you find out that for a particular user, a salesperson, we laid out that the call that has to be made, and when this person can call, and then the list of all the leads that still has to be working on, and a daily kind of schedule, etc. So it's not just a transaction processing, it's kind of also a workflow system. It's also a performance management system for providing analytical data. If we switch back to Salesforce as an example, Salesforce slogan is no software, it's hosted. And this example, actually they will provide support for you to track your ads on Google. When people click on your ads on Google, the sales leads or sales leads from your website eventually will be entered into your system. The system can help us, Salesforce.com in this case, to manage the follow-up process and assign the leads to various sales people, and hopefully they will follow up and convert leads to customer. And then you start managing existing customers' relationships, still using CRM, in this case Salesforce.com. This is the analytical part. We have this kind of a digital dashboard. This is more like a command center. So a sales department manager or marketing manager can actually look at various performance indicator. And for instance, we find out that we're doing good in terms of generate more leads, and then we may not be very good in terms of converting people from someone who are interested in our product to buyer. And you can also find out your pipeline, how thin or thick is your pipeline in terms of, then you can actually use it to make some prediction in terms of the sales trend. And so this is similar to also still Salesforce.com. you look at an opportunity, you put together a presentation. If they're really interesting, you send them your proposal, your quotation. You come back and forth negotiating your contract and proposal. If you win them, as a customer, then you go back to the sales. You close kind of the sales cycle. You get into the support cycle. And from support, sometimes they may refer to new customer, or you would use the information for additional marketing purpose, etc. On the top is still analytical CRM, a lot of performance indicator. So this is at the bottom is the process that people may have to go through. So we're more or less done with ERP and CRM. I'd like to just use this example to show the complexity of a really enterprise-wide information system. For instance, in this case, it's a real case study. Daughter's rental car has a legacy reservation system. It runs on heterogeneous platforms and use some kind of ERP packages, and plus their own proprietary application and some legacy system. And all those systems may need to be internally integration, will be enterprise application integration kind of solution to tie different systems together. But even the bigger challenge is actually how you may integrate your system, not just internally, but with your business partner. In this case, Southwest Airlines website, southwest.com. And that's your trading partner here for dollars.com. This is how they work. When the customer come to your website and come to Southwest Airlines interested in booking a flight, and they did book a flight, and what's next? They want to rent a car. Southwest don't own a rental car business, but they do want to capture that opportunity, and so they need to actually get access to Daughter's rental cars information regarding would Daughter rental car have rental car available at LAX airport on certain day for the customer, and how much would it cost. To get that information in real time, it's part of a so-called B2B integration, business to business kind of information and system integration. And we need to have access to Daughter's information system. And the integration can be done a little bit easier if we have standard-based solution, and so that it can be configured across various applications, and also to help us to streamline business process. And the system here and also the website here are loosely coupled that allow Daughter to actually offer their reservation information with other airline or travel website. So this, if we have a standard-based kind of approach, it helps us to provide this integration mechanism, and hopefully the solution is scalable, available, secure, and manageable. In this particular case, the technology used is called web service. Okay, under that there's something called SOAP, okay, which is a protocol to support B2B integration. Web service allow a remote website to call up some functionality of your program and render through the web. Okay, in a nutshell, that's what web services is. Okay, program-to-program communication over the web. So this type of integration is very challenging, but can be very rewarding, because you offer the customer here who is doing B2C a kind of one-stop shopping experience, so they don't have to switch and jump away from you to go to another website. Last not the least, let's come back and talk about implementation of this type of enterprise-wide application systems, ERP, CRM, or SCM, supply chain management. And the implementation can be done through package. That's kind of our focus. But even for package, there's a proprietary ERP packages, such as SAP or Oracle Business e-Business Suite. But there are also some open source solution, although they may not have a lot of following yet, but just like the Sugar CRM is the example of a CRM open source packages. A good website, SourceForge.net, provide a whole range of open source solution, including this ERP, CRM, supply chain management related software packages. So you can use package and install it in-house, or use a hosted solution, hosting or hosted solution. That's also called software as a service, and people tend to call it cloud application, cloud computing nowadays. And you can also think about potentially custom built. If you have quite a unique and constantly changing business processes, you may want to consider this custom build. And to develop the software, whether you're using package or hosted solution or custom build, you still need to put in some development effort with your in-house staff. Or if it's really complicated, you don't have the in-house knowledge and capability, you may want to consider outsource the task implementation effort to outside firm, which usually are so-called system integration firm, SI, or IT consulting firms, IBM, some vendor like Oracle, Microsoft, they have their own consulting arm help you to do this type of integration. And when they send people to come to work on your implementation, they can be on-site or they work off-site. Okay. There's a cost implication here. And you can certainly outsource to system integration firm, SI, system integration firms outside US. And here I list actually all India system integration firm, Tata Consultancy Service, Wipro, and Infosys. Okay. That's actually called offshoring. You outsource to company which are an ocean away from you, and which actually create complication. The price-wise, they maybe have a cheaper price, but the potential problem shouldn't be underestimated. Last not the least, in terms of outsourcing, typically for system implementation, it's usually called ITO, information technology outsourcing. But in the outsourcing business, there's also something called business process outsourcing, which means you can outsource your call center, okay, to other firms outside to help you to take the phone call and answer customer question, and customer may not know actually that's an outsourcing firm doing it. And so there are lots of options in terms of software, in terms of development effort. You need to think hard and thoroughly about your own implementation plan, and avoid some of the pitfalls that we have mentioned, and take advantage of the benefit this type of package may potentially bring to you. And I hope that you will have a very successful experience in implementing your ERP, CRM, or supply chain management systems. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.